Anybody out there that is building a kit car or thinking about buying one, I got incriminating news here. I got a person that actually bought a kit car through a company called Street Beast Auto Resolutions, and we're going to use this little story as an example of what the kit car industry is all about.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Okay, you know how you and me have been working on that 34 Ford and we've been busting our ass and messing with it and everything's fitting wrong and crooked and
having issues.
Having a lot of issues?
Yeah.
Well, we got a bona fide guy here that has bought a car, and we're going to get his story. He's going to tell us how he bought the car, how they were scamming on him, how long he's had the car, and what he's done to the car since he's had it.
And a finish date.
And a finish date.
A projected finish date, right, yeah.
Yeah, he might only be halfway through it. We don't know. All right, what's going on, Alvin? Shake your hand, make a friend. All right, let me ask you a question, bud. So, you own a Street Beast car, am I right?
That's right. 34.
You bought a car.
Right.
Okay, so when you bought this car, tell us how you bought it, bud.
I bought it through Classics Auto Carriage.
Okay, that was Classic Motor Carriage. It was CCM.
Right.
Or no, Classic Motor CMC.
Right.
Okay, because it used to be called Fiber Fab before that.
Okay.
So we're talking, this was like 15 or 18 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
This was a long time ago.
Long time
because
ago.
that company went bankrupt.
That's right.
Do you remember that, or you didn't get involved in that?
Yeah, and I got involved in that, and I found out that they changed the name to Auto Resolution, but I didn't know.
Auto Resolution, same exact company, same people, same everything. So they call you on the phone one day, and basically they're not just calling you, they're calling you every day. Am I right?
They called me quite a few times.
Kind of using the boiler room sales pitch technique, forcing it on you.
That's right.
Now, you were telling me earlier, are you a little camera shy, Alvin?
Okay. A little bit, I guess.
All right, I'll help you talk, okay?
All right, okay.
Okay, so then you were saying that what the situation was is you finally told them, look, man, I don't have no money. I'm putting 2 kids through college. Call me in 5 years.
That's true.
And basically, that was kind of just a push-off to get them off your ass.
That's true.
Am I right? You weren't even thinking, you didn't want to buy a car. You were just being nice to him and polite. Instead of basically, can I go ahead and say it? Instead of telling them to go fuck off.
Well.
All right, you were being nice and saying, look, I really don't have the money or the time and I'm not interested.
Yeah, that was basically.
Okay, so 5 years later, almost to the date, what happens?
They called me back and asked me did I still want that car.
And you're like, what are you talking about? You forgot all about it.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. I was like, asked my wife, what? You know, I said, God dang, they remember this?
5 years later.
5 years.
I mean, we're talking, this is like hardcore boiler room situation going on here. They got the fire burning for 5 years, dude.
That's true.
So they call you back 5 years later, And now, once again, they're back to their old tactics, harassing you. Am I right?
Yeah, they just asked me about, what I could I afford, and I told them, and they just said, well, just pay $100 a month, and when you get paid
But before that, hold on, they were trying to get, what, $300 or $400 a month out of you?
Yeah, they started at $300 something a month.
And you didn't even want to buy the car then. You were just saying, look, I don't have no money, dude. Okay, don't you understand that? Then they're asking, what can you afford? Give me a price that you can afford, and we'll just work a deal out with you.
That's true.
Okay? So you guys made the deal saying $100 a month.
$100 a month. And then when I get it paid down, they would ship me the frame. Then when I get the rest of it paid off,
right,
and they ship me the bike.
So it's going to be a 3-stage situation. You pay half of it, you get the frame and the front suspension parts, whatever, all the steel products. That way you're building your rolling chassis, am I right?
That's right.
Now, did they come through with that when you got it down to that point?
No, a guy called me in Florida and said they were going bankrupt.
Okay, so before you even paid the frame off, now you paid on this thing for what, 5 years?
I had paid for 5 years.
Okay, so this is a 10-year operation. Are you catching all this, guy?
Yes.
Okay, so we're already into 10 years of fucking around with this company, dude. The first 5 years was that he just said no, and they said, we'll call you in 5 years, and they called him almost to the date. Now we're 5 years into paying it. And he still ain't got nothing. He's still making 5 years worth of payments. All right?
Alvin must be a trustworthy guy.
I trust everybody. I'm from old school.
Right. Where you live, Alvin? Where you at, bud? Where you from?
Port Lavaca, Texas.
Port Lavaca, Texas.
Yeah.
That sounds like a resort area, bud.
Down by the water. Down by Victoria.
Oh, okay,
Corpus
Victoria.
Christi.
Is that down there by Brownsville?
No, you too far. It's Corpus Christi.
Okay. Corpus Christi. I've only been there one time, dude, but it was a nice place to visit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're 5 years down the road. This is 10 years later. You're still paying on this car after all the harassment.
Yes.
And now you get this call out of the blue from some guy you've never met in your life. You don't know who this is, just some stranger that says he lives a block away from the factory. And what does he tell you?
He tells me they're going bankrupt. And he said, if you want your car, you better call them and get your car because you're not going to get it.
So now they're scamming on you and threatening you, saying that they're neighbors in the neighborhood. Well, because there's no way that some guy lives a block away is going to get your phone number out of their database. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now they're putting the fire under the burner, telling you, look, dude, you better pay or you ain't going to be playing.
Yes. Final squeeze.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to get at here, John, is that they actually call the guy up pretending to be a neighbor of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, this is a guy that you never met before, and I just happened to come across your number, and I know that you bought a street-based car, and I'm calling to warn you.
Well, I believe it's a stranger because he said you need to call somebody, like Attorney General, and he said, I said, I don't know the Attorney General's number. He said,
so this guy, hold on, this guy that called you, that you never heard of before, you never even know their number, he asked you, he said, call the Attorney General to get the ball rolling.
Yes. And he said, I said, I don't have the number. He said, I'll go get it. I'll call you back.
Wow.
And I told my wife, I got off the phone, I said, he ain't gonna call me back. In about 10 minutes, he called me back.
Really?
And
this is a disgruntled employee.
Yeah, and he gave me the number of the Attorney General, and I called the Attorney General, and she said she'll check into it. And I kind of left it alone.
I'm thinking it was an employee that didn't get his paycheck that week and decided to get a bunch of phone numbers and call people up and say, hey, do this, do that to get your car.
Stir the shit.
I think it's an inside job.
Yeah, stir the shit as they say.
Yeah. Okay, stirring the shit. Stirring the pot, dude. Okay. All right, so now you call the Attorney General of Florida. What happens next? Now, hold on. Let's go back a minute here, Alvin, because you said that you tried to call them for about 3 weeks, no phone answers. You left messages. They wouldn't call you back. They were ignoring you. You get a hold of the Attorney General's office. What happens?
I got hold of the Attorney General's office, and they said they were checking into it. Before they called me back,
Street Beast.
Yeah, he called it. The guy said Auto Resolution called me, asked me, did I want this car? And if not, did I want my money back or something like that? I said, I want the car. They said, well, we're going to build it, but you got, he said, how much you owe on this car? And I said, I'll check. He said, well, you send me how much you think you owe.
You think? He didn't even have an accurate number.
Yeah, he said, just send it to me, and we'll go from there. So I got my.
So you figured out how much you owed, and you sent it to him, and what happened?
He sent me back the papers what he thought I owed, but it was less than what
you said.
What I thought I owed. So
and you said, okay, yeah, that's what I owe.
I just go with your numbers.
Okay.
And so then he said, I'm gonna build it. He said, but he figured I owed a little over $3,000. He said, but I got to have it done before in less than 12 months. I said, okay. And then I paid, I guess, about 6 or 7 months. So you just balanced it out, paid it off 6 or 7 months. And they told me, they said, it's gonna be built in 30 days. And we can ship it, you come get it. But if it's stay on the dock over 30 days, they're gonna charge you storage.
So now they're threatening you.
Yeah, so they built it, they told me, I got in my truck, went to Florida, they told me how long the crate was gonna be, went down there, they loaded it, you know, I gave them the rest of the money.
So they actually came through?
They came through, they gave me,
but hold on, let's go back. It took the Attorney General's office to really get them going.
Okay, the Attorney General called me after I had talked to Auto Resolution.
To see if you solved the problem.
And see if I wanted my money, whatever I wanted to do. I said I wanted to get the car, and they said they're going to get me the car. And she said, let me know how it turned out.
Okay, so the Attorney General was right on top of it.
Right on top of it. And so they built the car, I went down there, they loaded it, I brought it back, but later on they sent me a letter that said some parts had back ordered.
And you never even got those parts?
I never got those parts.
So you got the car, you got most of the parts, about 35–40% of the parts you didn't get, and you've been scrounging for the parts ever since.
It's little small parts.
Yeah, like the hood assembly kit to latch the hood.
Latch hood and some of the parts
and door handle stuff, and okay. And then when you went down there, was the factory in process of closing down? Was it pretty empty, or was it real busy?
When I went down, I got it from the dock.
Oh, you just picked it up and left?
I went straight to the dock and showed the guy my papers. He got a guy on the forklift. He pushed it out the door, went around. I backed my trailer up there, picked it up. He loaded it on the trailer and pushed it up as far as I wanted him to push it up. I left.
All right, let me ask you this, bud. How long have you been working on this kit car?
Right now, I've been working on it about 4 years off and on, but I had it about probably 10 before I even started on it. I had it in the building in the corner.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Is it coming along pretty good, Alvin?
It's coming along pretty good.
Now, are you excited to get it done? I mean, you got it rolling chassis, running and driving. Does it start and run?
It starts and runs and everything. I got all that together.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Are you glad you did it, or you wish you could go back in time and say, man, I wish I would have never messed with it?
No.
After seeing all the complications that you're running into with it.
Right now, it kind of, to me, it's downhill right now because I can fab stuff. You know, I'm a mechanic, I'm a welder, I'm an electrician.
You're a get-it-done guy, bud.
Yeah, so I've always wanted a 34 Ford since I was a kid. And my wife talked me into this one. And
so actually, you're happy you got it because it's keeping you busy in the garage, you're having stuff to do. You're not sitting around watching TV and you're tinker toying and you got something going on, because that's the whole job. That's really the whole fun of owning one of them cars, is building it yourself and being proud that you did it.
Yep,
Am I right, Alvin?
That's right.
Okay. When is you thinking you're going to have it done, bud?
I hope I have it done by August.
Next year?
No.
Really?
At the end of August this year.
Are you serious?
I'm hoping. Are
you going to send us some pictures of that, Alvin?
I'm going to send you the picture. I'm going to show you a couple pictures where I am.
Are you painting it yourself?
I think I'm going to paint it.
You think you're going to paint it?
Yeah, I'm a painter too, you know.
What about interior? You going to do all that yourself?
They sent me all the interior. I got all the interior.
Okay, so you're just going stock bone, street beast, bona fide guy.
Yeah, they told me what kind of seats to get. What kind of rear end to get.
I got to say one thing, Alvin, because we're out of time. You're a go-getter guy and you're not a quitter, bud. I think you're going to get it done, dude.
All right,
I think
appreciate
you're good. Shake a hand, make a friend, bud.
All right.
All right? And thanks a lot, bud, for letting us know all the angles of what fiberglass. Now, if you would have went to another fiberglass kit car company, you think they would have done the same thing? Do you think after dealing with this company that most of these fiberglass kit car companies are shimmy-shammy, kind of like this operation you deal with?
Yeah, I guess, but I didn't find out it was like this until later on.
Until after they had most of your money?
Yeah, until, I started.
Well, whoever this stranger was, God bless him.
Yeah,
or you would be sitting over saying, I didn't get a car.
Yeah, I've been sitting still paying or something. You paid it off, didn't know who to get in touch with.
Now, one more last question, Alvin. I'd like to ask everybody this when we're in a situation. What can you tell anybody out there watching this video that's interested in buying a kit car? What would you tell them to either give their hopes up or actually tell them to walk away from the deal? What would you say?
I will tell them to walk away because you need to be a mechanic, electrician, body man, paint man. You need to know all of that.
Or have somebody like my friend Pete build it for you.
Yeah, that's it, because you don't know that.
Because you aren't building this car at home, are you, Alvin?
No, I got a shop.
You got a little shop going, you got your own tools. This guy right here can be a bona fide example saying these cars are not easy to build.
That's true.
And another thing about the situation, that manual they give you isn't nothing. You might as well throw that in the trash.
Yeah,
right?
The manual jumps back and forth. And so it'll get you confused.
So if you were going to tell if someone came up and said, hey Alvin, I'm thinking of buying a kit car, what would you tell them? Get on the internet and buy one that's already done?
That's it. Buy one's already done.
And then maybe just fix what's wrong with that one instead of start from scratch?
That's right, that's true.
Yeah. How much money you got in your car, Alvin?
Oh.
Just go ahead and throw it at us, dude.
I'm going to say maybe 15 grand so far.
15? Now that doesn't include buying the kit.
No, that's a kit. I wound up paying a little over $9,000 for the kit.
That's all?
Yeah.
Well, you got a deal on that because their regular price was $14,750.
Yeah, when I bought it, because he said somebody else had paid for it, started paying on it, and he's going to knock off.
Well, you know, that's a sales scam,
so,
dude. That's a
anyway,
sales
I wound up getting him. He wanted 10. I gave him less than 10 because his figures were wrong on the
back end deal
and stuff. And like I say, I'm pretty sure I got 80% of what.
Well, good luck, dude, and listen, make sure you send us a picture, okay?
I sure will.
Thanks a lot, Alvin.
Thank you.
All right, what's your angle on this, John? What's going on, Volkswagen John guy? What would you say to this big story of Alvin actually got lucky getting his car?
Well, the problem with all of these companies is they're not well funded, so they're depending, it's almost a pyramid scheme of selling.
There you go, that's it, it's a pyramid.
They have to sell one car in order to have enough product to build a second car, and they don't get enough money, and that's why they're getting all this money up front before they give you anything.
And then another angle is, let me go ahead and mention this, is that they get guys like Alvin that make these monthly payments, and their angle is they hope that they quit paying on it.
Right.
So then they can say, well, you're not getting any money because if you read the fine print, that was the story.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, and 10 years is a long time to pay on a car and not lose interest.
That's right. That's right, dude.
Yeah.
But Alvin came through and he paid for it.
That's good.
All right.
And he'll probably learn that the fourth or fifth street piece car you put together, you get pretty good at putting them together.
Well, you can do it in your sleep. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks a lot, Alvin.
Thank you.
All right, dude. Okay, so that's an example of if you are wanting to get into purchasing a fiberglass kit car, I'm going to tell you just like Alvin told you, get on the internet and buy one that someone either already started or it's a finished car that maybe you just want to change something on it and to enjoy it. Don't buy one of these cars thinking that these people are building these for you to build in your garage at home. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. Take it easy. We'll see you later.
For watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.